Introduction to Moon Phases. The phases of the moon are a fascinating aspect of astronomy, reflecting the varying amounts of the moon's surface illuminated by the sun as seen from Earth. Understanding these phases involves exploring the moon's orbit around Earth and the interplay between sunlight and shadow. The moon's orbit. The moon orbits Earth in an elliptical path, taking approximately 29.5 days to complete one full orbit, a period known as a lunar month or synodic month. As the moon travels along this orbit, the angle between the Earth, moon, and sun changes, leading to the different phases we observe. New moon. The cycle begins with the new moon phase, during which the moon is positioned between Earth and the sun. In this position, the moon's illuminated side is facing away from Earth, so the moon appears invisible from our vantage point. The new moon marks the start of a new lunar cycle. Waxing crescent. Following the new moon, a small sliver of the moon's surface becomes visible, known as the waxing crescent phase. During this phase, the moon is gradually moving away from the sun in the sky, and we see a crescent shape growing larger each night. First quarter. The first quarter moon occurs approximately 1 week after the new moon. At this point, the moon has traveled a quarter of the way around Earth, and we see half of its surface illuminated. This phase is characterized by the moon appearing as a half circle. Waxing gibbous. As the moon continues its orbit, more than half of its surface becomes illuminated, leading to the waxing gibbous phase. The term, waxing, indicates that the moon's illumination is increasing, and gibbous refers to the shape that is more than half but not yet full. Full moon. The full moon phase occurs when the moon is on the opposite side of Earth from the sun. In this position, the entire face of the moon that is visible from Earth is fully illuminated. The full moon is the peak of the lunar cycle, showcasing a complete, round disk. Waning gibbous. After the full moon, the illumination starts to decrease, leading to the waning gibbous phase. The moon's light is still more than half but gradually decreasing. The term, waning, means that the moon's visible illumination is decreasing. Last quarter. The last quarter moon occurs when the moon has completed 3/4 of its orbit around Earth. During this phase, the moon again appears as a half circle, but this time the opposite side of the moon is illuminated compared to the first quarter. Waning crescent. As the moon approaches the end of its cycle, it enters the waning crescent phase. Only a small crescent of light remains visible as the moon moves closer to the new moon phase. The illumination continues to decrease until the moon is no longer visible. Conclusion. The phases of the moon are caused by the changing angles of sunlight hitting the moon as it orbits Earth. From the new moon to the full moon and back, each phase represents a distinct part of this orbital journey, reflecting the interplay of light and shadow. Understanding these phases not only enhances our appreciation of lunar cycles but also connects us to the broader dynamics of celestial mechanics.